Hello, happy Independence Day. Welcome to Therapy Moments here at Primeda TV, a program where we talk about relationship and marital related issues. Today, I bring to you something real good, something interesting, something you will love to be part of. But before I unveil to you the topic of today, I'll go on a quick break. And when we are back, you we have the program. Please stay tuned. All right, welcome back. Still your program, Therapy Moment, the program where we talk about marriage-related issues and relationship matters. Today, as you know, it's Independence Day, so believe you're having a good time at home with your couple. But the topic today is: should money be the basement for happiness in marriage? Should money be the basement for marriage, for happiness in marriage? And I will not be discussing this topic with you alone. I have somebody in the house, a married man, a pastor, a father who will be talking from the place of experience, what he feels, what he has experienced before marriage and now in marriage. So with me is the manager of Remy Global Resources, the person of Mr. Prosper. Good to have you, sir.
It's a treasure.
Sir,
It's good to be on the show with you again.
thank you. I'm sure you are very happy celebrating the independence. And I don't know, how do you feel about the independence today?
Yeah, the memory I have about the independence was when I was younger than this,
Hmm.
when I was at age 5, 6, 7. I know those days we have to wear clothes like Christmas clothes, right?
Hmm.
And
Like
so
a very
we,
big
we used
celebration.
to we used to kill chicken for this, right?
Hmm.
That was those days. It was a huge celebration.
Hmm.
Okay, the sense of nationality, we have freedom and all that was there. And our parents make us want to enjoy those
Hmm.
days.
Hmm.
But this morning, when I was coming, I greeted somebody happy independence, and the person came back and said, "No, it's Happy New Month."
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
wanted to ask him, what happened? I said, no, it's Happy New Month,
Month.
and I can know the angle that's coming from,
Hmm.
the angle of hardship. So
Hardship.
that
There's
sense
nothing
of
to celebrate.
not to celebrate. Then I met somebody. I called somebody on that person. We were discussing about business, and she said, "Happy Independence." I wanted to reply what the other person replied. I said, "Happy New Month, man." He said, "Let me tell you something. Since you are alive, God preserved us under Independence Day. Celebrate it." So that
In
was
our
our own.
situation,
That was our own
let's give
impression.
thanks. Hmm.
Since you are still alive, just appreciate God for the independence. Okay.
Okay, that is a good one. We, in as much as we know that things are not the way they ought to be, but we keep praying, and while we are praying, whatever comes our way, we give thanks to God. So, but today the topic is: should money be the basis in marriage? This money of 18, it has really caused a lot of issues in many homes. And some women, some ladies will say, if he's not a money guy, I'm not going into marriage. But we've seen that there are people who are married to this money men, and they are still issues. As a matter of fact, many of them are no longer together. They've been divorced, and so many issues, even while the money is available. All the luxury and everything is there. So if money is now the basement for happiness, why are these people getting divorced in the midst of plenty wealth and others? So I'd like to get your thoughts. Sir. What do you think? Sometimes our parents are not even helping matters. Parents will always approve men with flashy cars, stuff like that. There's people that believe they can be able to take care of their daughter. They believe when you have money, that is when you can be able to take care of. So I would like to hear your thoughts, your view on this topic, sir.
Okay. Let me come from the angle of when you mentioned parents. Of course, no parent want to have the child suffer or go through what they've gone through.
Mm.
That is one thing that most parents always want to protect their interest. I have suffered a lot. I wouldn't want my child, my
To go through
daughter,
the same thing.
to go through the same thing I've gone through. that makes them to become a kind of selective, okay, in deciding the kind of man or husband
They
their
approve.
daughter should get married to. But
Okay.
some parents also want to look at the not the financial aspects. They want to look at the character aspects, the kind of character such person possesses, the attitude of that young man, if it's in line with what they wish for their daughter.
Okay.
Some don't mind the finance aspect too much because some are very concerned about the financial status. So it's two-way thing. If you are more conscious about the financial status, the young man can just pretend to be okay.
Mm.
Why in the long?
Faking
Yes,
it.
because if he knows that what you're concerned about is the finance, of course he will bring the finance, and we have seen a lot of people, young lady, suffered in some marriages because of that focus, that decision,
Mm.
the financial aspect decision. But those that are very smart, they look at the potential of the young man.
Okay, sorry. Before you go into that potential, if there are very few who want to look that angle of potentiality of the guy, or But what I want to consider, you said something about some parents don't want their children, their daughter, to go through what they've gone through. They want somebody who can be able to take care of their daughter. But sir, that there are people who are rich, but they are not responsible. We have so many financially stable people, but there are people just like the art of giving. The art of giving is not it does not come from having too much. There are people who don't have much, but they have the habit of giving. There are people who don't have much, but they know their responsibility, and they respond to their responsibility. They take care of their responsibility. The little they have, they make sure they do their best. So I think it's wrong when people are assumed to be responsible just because they have car, just because they have the money. Sometimes these people, they inherit the money, they don't even know what it takes to work hard. So as a parent now, what do you think? Do you think that notion of believing that because a man has money, he is going to take care of your daughter, do you think is actually true?
It's even more risky now.
Mm.
It's more dangerous now looking at the financial aspects alone of every potential suitor or somebody who get married to your daughter. When you focus on the financial aspect alone, it's more dangerous now because a lot of people are having money. You don't know where the money is coming
Mm.
from, and some of them, they have the money, they're not faithful.
Mm.
They can never and don't want to be
Believe they
faithful with
can do
it. They
anything
can do
they
anything. I
want.
have the money. If you don't
Get out.
you just get out. I see there a lot of them having their wife and going outside to keep company with other, let me use the word concubines
Mm.
out there because they believe they have the money, they can do everything. So, most, like I mentioned earlier, parents want to make sure that the smart ones, the wise ones, want to make sure that apart where you have the money, you don't have the money. What is your character?
What is your
What is your
vision?
potential? What is your vision? These are what parents look at. If the person has a vision and has character, but the finance is not that stable, they can actually consider it.
Mm.
That's okay, fine. There's a potential. This person can become somebody great in future. Notwithstanding, you can start off small and become a great. A lot of us didn't just start off with having a lot of money. I remember what I did when I met my wife. One time, I actually declared my assets before I got married to her.
Mm.
We were just at the eatery, just after work, just discussing and eating. And I asked her a question, say, if somebody like want to marry you, will you accept the person?
Mm.
They said, yes. I said, okay, fine. I stopped that one first. Then we got to a place and I called, I said, come fine. Look at this. This is what I have. Every other thing, I don't have them.
Mm.
They don't even mind. This is what I have. Do you think I can start with this? You know why? I did that for a purpose. I don't want somebody to come to me and say, you deceived me.
Mm.
You didn't tell me you don't have this and all that. You just told you make me feel as if you have money
Mm.
and you have entered, now I'm suffering and all that. So I declared the asset. I said, okay, I'm going to go on with it. So who has challenges on the long run? That accusation didn't come up because you were aware, you saw it before you entered.
Okay.
But I can assure you, she's happy for it now.
Yeah. Yeah. The truth is, those who look beyond now, those who hope for future, they end up being happy. All right, because it is even saying forward ever. All right, so it's so unfortunate that so many people today are considering what they can see now. And I tell you, little are those things you can see now, but more and greater are things ahead. It's so bad that we live in a society, in a generation, in a century that people believe that once you have, I was discussing with a brother of mine, and he was telling me of a lady who her first issue, her first child, when she put to bed of her first child, when she was welcomed back home with the I think Venza, or I don't know, Venza, and the husband seems to have a lot of supermarkets, and one was given to her as her own with a lot of other things. But that marriage, that lady ran out of that marriage. She says she does not have a say. The man can abuse her at any time, call her parents names and all time, because he feels, and the man does not know how to apologize because he feels that he's the odogu, he brings in the money. And like you rightly said, it is even more dangerous now because people now are so strong-minded in terms of making money. People now go extra length, and the making money through the wrong source is now more easier than it was, back in the days. So it's really a very bad thing that we have people who, and this thing now, the problem is it's equally happening even in the Christendom. It's so bad that even some believers are part of this error. You see, when somebody, no matter, even when it is obvious that there is a connection, if you know that there's a kind of alignment, that even the Lord is leading you, but you feel like that voice is the wrong voice because the brother is not rich. So, but I would like to hear, what do you now think, as a pastor, as a married man, what do you now think should be the focus? What do you think should be the best way to things to consider? Things that last longer. What do you think should be the consideration of ladies? Because it's so bad we don't have a lady in our midst, a woman in our midst. Because I would have loved to hear their opinion on this. What do you think should be the best option? I mean, focus for women when they are looking for, in selecting suitors.
Okay. Let me say this first. The issue is a kind of it has become a compounded issue because now men believe that if you don't have money, no lady want to listen to you. So the notion out there, the whole belief out there is that ladies only believe in money. If you don't have money, you're not financially boy, and nobody will listen to you. So now a lot of people are making sure that they even borrow just to show
off
that they have this, so the lady can accept them. And when you make a man to get you
in a trickish
way, you don't really expect that man to treat you the way you want to be treated. Yeah, he will feel that if not, I showed you all this stuff, wouldn't have considered to marry me. When you have settled down, the man want to treat you anyhow. If it's not born again, even those are even born again, we believe in the Christendom. They've also shown some certain level of character, attitude that you start imagining, was this person actually born again, or you just pretended to be a born again so he will be able to get a sister or something about. Okay, so the ladies now have to be very wise, and they have to man up. When I use the word man up, I don't say you become a man in the home. Okay, you have to also have something. Okay, you don't want to just believe that the person must have money so that I can just come and get married to the person. And no, it's beyond that right now. It's beyond that. If you want to have respect in your home, you need to be able to have some means of supporting your husband, the person you're going to get married to. Whether he has money or doesn't have money, as long as you know that he's a good person with a good character, moral, and has future, you should be able to align with him.
Sorry to cut you in. You see, that area of supporting the man is another challenge on its own. So many women, so many ladies believe the man should shoulder all the responsibility. With their concept, you can read it, that when a woman is saying, if he does not have money, I cannot marry him. I asked a question directly. I put it directly to a woman, a lady, and she said, if the man does not have money, I cannot marry him. And I begin to wonder, but you are working, and that man is working. If both of you come together with what is coming from you and what will be coming from him, it can take care of whatever needs you. So I don't know why many ladies, I don't know if you can explain to me from your own place of experience, why many ladies believe that once you are married to a man, the man should be the burden bearer, which is I don't know, the man should be the one to shoulder all the responsibility. The man, it's as if you are not planning to make any contribution monetarily at all.
Okay, let me take it from this angle. First thing first, every man should believe that he is solely responsible for the wife,
Mm.
and whatever kids and numbers of kids are going to come on board, he's solely responsible.
Financially?
Let me put it that way, financially. Now, when you have it in that have that mindset, you won't bother much whether your wife brings in anything or not.
Okay.
Okay, because you are the man.
Okay.
Now, then secondly, no woman should feel that my husband should be the one responsible for everything. If you want to have some certain level of respect in that home, you should be able to take out some certain things. You should be a defense. What I mean is what defense. One a helpmate indeed. I mean helpmate. It's not every time the man will have all the financial capability to be able to handle some things. So sometimes you should be able to. This is I'm saying it out of experience. I know of a family right now that's still having that crisis. Okay, when the husband was working in a very good oil business firm. Okay, he was doing well. He was sending in money. The wife was just spending, feeding the
No
family,
reservation.
hoping that the money will keep coming. And the man too, it's not everything he was sending in. He was also having his own. Only God know what he does with the money though. But the one he was sending, I was like, if the woman was wise enough, you shouldn't have been consuming everything. You should have a form of reserve savings, because it's very wrong if you feel that what you are right now is going to be like this forever. Things change, life
Nothing
change,
like- yes,
situation
sir.
change. You must always have a backup plan for everything that you do. Okay, so in a home when this rosary, the money is coming and all that, you must have a means of investment. You must have a way of, as a wife in particular, because a time will come that job might not be there anymore. You should be able to shoulder some responsibility, pending when your husband will be able to stand on
up
his
again.
feet, pick up again. So when you feel that hey, it's just the man is going to provide another, when there's no more money, you will not be comfortable. Some men, when they don't have money, you see the animal and what's it called? The animal in the man. When the man don't have money, you see some attitude that
Aggression.
you never expect. Any little thing can get the man to be angry. And if the wife too does not have, it's not calculative, it's not calm enough. Also, you see women exchanging their words with their husband because the man is not be able to meet up with the way he used to meet up before, and you, the woman, have not been able to manage the resources that was available to you, and it will create crisis. I'm saying that's happening to a family that I know very well, okay? Because there was this lack of management, and now responsibility has increased, children have grown,
And the money is not forthcoming as it was.
as it used to come.
Thank you
So-
very much. You see, it's a very good one and a very good time with you. The thing I have drawn out of this thing is money is good. You know, money is very good, is essential. It helps us to meet our daily needs. But when you make it your primary focus, it will, as a lady, it can lead to wrong choice of a man. It can lead to unhappiness in the long run. Money is good, but sometimes look beyond money. There are guys that God. Sometimes we pray for the will of God, and the will of God. The thing is that whoever God is bringing your way might not be as you want that person as you want it. But the truth is, the will of God will surely bring happiness to you. So I don't know what you want to say about that, sir.
Okay. Now, to be very frank, sincere in this, when it comes to home, if you are a bachelor, you are a single lady, and it's a different case. When it comes to family, it's both hands coming together to project, to help the family to get to where they're going. Okay? It's not a one-way thing.
Yes.
So as a wife, when you see women trying to say, okay, because they might stop providing, I want to leave. I see them as a lazy set of women.
Yeah, they're not willing to work.
They're not willing to work. Because if you're not lazy, you should be able to.
The
when
fact
your
that you're a
husband,
woman does not mean you cannot
it doesn't
work.
mean you cannot
bring
support
in
the
money.
family. Anybody can. It's a family
Yes, sir.
business. It's a family matter. As a family
Partnership.
partnership, we have to work together. I know of one young man. They have children now. They've traveled out anyway out of the country. You know what they're doing? The man was working. The wife too was working. They'll bring their salary together, remove their expense, save the rest. They have one account, and they had a goal. There was a plan. Okay, at so time we are going to do this, and the plan works at the way they planned it. Now they have been able to do that for over time, train their children, continue in that business. Eventually, they traveled out. So both people have to work together. You have to agree on something. There should be a plan. Let the plan make it plain. This is what we are doing. Let there be transparency.
Hmm.
When there's transparency and the goal is plain enough, you see everybody working to achieve
That's
that
true.
goal.
That's
But
true.
when the husband is saying that this is mine, and the wife says this is mine, there's nothing like ours. The word mine creating
Becomes
it's just
become the issue.
crack in homes
Hmm.
and all that.
I love that. Just recently, about 2 days ago, I was in a place and having a discussion with her friend, and she was just saying, "My money is my money." I don't know what they were discussing, but I'm sure it's a family issue. And she was boldly, with all confidence, saying, "My own money is my own money, oh, it's for me, oh, but his own money is our money." She was, and this mentality has killed a lot of home. This mentality is it is a mentality that has placed many women, even while their husbands are down, they have the capacity to support the man. They would not, because they think how their own money is their own money. So I don't know. You see, in this life, like I was saying before, that money is very good, but if you place money as your major focus, sometimes as a woman, it will becloud your sense of reasoning. You won't be, even when you are seeing wrong signs in that man, you won't be able to notice it because he's spending money on you. You are seeing the flash car, it takes you to E3. You will, even all the red flags will be so difficult for you to notice, and in the long run you will be the one to cry. Why your friends, why family members think you are enjoying because you are married to a rich man, only you will know that you are in hell on earth. You even be wishing that you are not married. Why people think you are enjoying? I would like to get your quick thoughts, your final thoughts on this. That money, like I said earlier when I was introducing the topic, many people think money is the basement for marriage, for happiness in marriage. But we have people who are married to rich men and they are not happy. We have people who are married to rich men and today they are divorced. We have people who are married to rich men and there are a lot of issues here and there, and they are even wishing they were not married. All right. So I would like to hear it. What do you think should be then with all that is happening? What do you have as a lesson for young spinsters and for parents when their daughter present a man to them? What do you think should be their counsel?
Okay. Now, without missing words, money is important
Very,
in
very
a
important.
relationship in marriage. Okay, it's important. It's a vehicle. It helps to fuel
Drive,
relationship.
yes.
At the same time, the couple or whoever wants to get married shouldn't make that as a basic, as a yardstick in the home, because if you enter there because of money, when the money is no more there, you also want to work out
Yes, sir.
because the money is no more there. But if you enter there because you believe you have the understanding, remember this word understanding of marriage.
Mm.
You must have the understanding of marriage. We have the understanding of marriage. When your husband doesn't have you, support the husband.
Mm.
But if you don't have the understanding, if he doesn't have you, start insulting, doesn't have
That's
the
true.
must support the family. Okay, you must believe and know what you are going to do. Like the scripture says, the marriage is not for children.
Yes.
You must know what you want to do in the marriage. When you have that mindset, you go inside. No matter what happened, that you're able to muzzle that, have the strength to be able to manage the situation.
Yes.
Okay, and most parents, like I mentioned earlier, I've said it before that so some parents are very wise, they're smart. They don't want to be, they don't want to put their daughter into with patient with the daughter
Mm.
and will take care of them. That's what most parents are looking for. Meanwhile, some are still very focused on the financial aspect. I saw one day. I know of one. It was a neighbor in the working environment. The lady, because they were doing business, the young man went to the family, got some money, they opened restaurant, eatery, good one at that, in a good estate.
Mm.
But she wasn't content. She was still going out doing hookups
Mm.
at the same time. To the extent that the husband, the hookup guy was around and even got his brother to come and beat up the husband.
Mm.
And that was what ended the
Marriage.
marriage.
Mm.
Because she would come to the to her restaurant and the vehicle would just come and take her, leave her vehicle, join that vehicle to go to other stuff. And the husband finds out and was asking, why are you doing this and all that? And next thing, she took phone and called uh, his
Yeah.
guy, and that came and
Mm.
fighting the husband.
Mm.
That ended that marriage. Okay, so it's like that. If you enter there because of money, If it's not there anymore, you might likely come out from that place.
Mm.
But if you don't enter because of money. You enter because you believe that this is man I think I want to spend my life with. I want to have kids with this man. No matter how it is, you'll be able to sustain, to manage with that person and drive the vision, have a plan. Who told the lady cannot even take care of it? I've seen women that take care of the family.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they see the scripture says that a wise woman do what?
Build a
Build
home.
her house. The foolish one does what?
Mm.
Tears it down.
Mm.
Okay, which means the home is owned by the woman.
Yeah.
So if peradventure you guys are not financially strong, it means you're at fault.
Mm.
Yes, you have to be able to advise your husband on the right thing to address, step to take. You are the advice, you are the supporting parts. Okay. Rather than thinking of moving out, you should be thinking how you can help the man to get to where he wants to be.
Stand. Yeah, that's true. Oh, thank you very much. I love the fact that this all you're saying is coming from the place of experience. As a married man, as a pastor, I always want to make reference to that position because I believe a lot of marital issues will be coming to your table. Today, I will, in as much I want to believe you've learned a thing or two, I just have this to say. You see, money is good. Like he rightly said, money is very essential. It's a vehicle. It helps to achieve so many plans. But even in the presence of the money, with the money, if there is not, the Holy Book say, can two work together except they agree? If there is no alignment in, mentally, if there is no alignment physically, a lot will be undone even while the money is available. So I want to encourage you as a spinster. I want to encourage you as this thing is equal. It's double-sided. There are some men too that believe if you are not a lady from a rich family that has money, I'm not coming for you. And as a result of that, we know the abuse. Men too suffer abuse in marriage when the woman is doing the provision alone. So my final note is that money is good, but there are other factors you need to consider in assessing, in choosing who to be your partner. Very, very important. So you don't have the money and still have reason to run out of the marriage. So you don't have the money while your friends think you are enjoying. Only you will know that you are wearing a paper shoe. So this is where we are going to draw the curtain today. We'd like that you join us follow us on our various social handles on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Prime Media Studio and at Prime Media TV. And also the website where you are currently watching us at Engine Speak. Till we come your way again on Thursday, please do well to follow us on all our channels. I remain your host, Treasure Machuku. Thank you.